She heard me thus, and though divinely brought, yet innocence and virgin modesty, her virtue and the conscience of her worth, that would be wooed and not unsought be won, not obvious, not obtrusive, but retired, the more desirable. Or to say all, nature herself, though pure of sinful thought, wrought in her so, that seeing me she turned. I followed her. She what was honour knew, and with obsequious majesty approved my pleaded reason. To the nuptial bower I led her blushing like the morn. All heaven and happy constellations on that hour shed their selectest influence. The earth gave sign of gratulation, and each hill, joyous the birds, fresh gales and gentle air, whispered it to the woods, and from their wings flung odours from the spicy shrub disporting, till the amorous bird of night sung spousal and bid haste the evening star on his hilltop to light the bridal lamp. Thus I have told thee all my state, and brought my story to the sum of earthly bliss, which I enjoy, and must confess to find in all things else delight indeed, but such as used or not works in the mind no change, nor vehement desire. These delicacies, I mean of taste, sight, smell, herbs, fruits, and flowers, walks, and the melody of birds, but here far otherwise. Transported I behold, transported touch. Here passion first I felt, commotion strange, in all enjoyments else superior and unmoved. Here only weak against the charm of beauty's powerful glance, or nature failed in me, and left some part not proof enough such object to sustain, or from my side subducting took perhaps more than enough. At least on her bestowed too much of ornament, in outward show elaborate, of inward less exact. For well I understand in the prime end of nature her the inferior, in the mind and inward faculties, which most excel in outward, also her resembling less his image, who made both and less expressing the character of that dominion given, or other creatures. Yet when I approach her loveliness, so absolute is she seems, and in herself complete, so well to know her own, that what she wills to do or say seems wisest, virtuousest, discreetest, best. All higher knowledge in her presence falls degraded. Wisdom in discourse with her loses discountenanced, and like folly shows. Authority and reason on her wait, as one intended first, not after made occasionally, and to consummate all. Greatness of mind and nobleness their seat. Build in her loveliest, and create an awe about her, as a guard angelic placed, to whom the angel with contracted brow. Accuse not nature, she hath done her part. Do thou but thine, and be not diffident of wisdom. She deserts thee not, if thou dismiss not her, when most thou needst her nigh, by attributing overmuch to things less excellent, as thou thyself perceivest. For what admirest thou? What transports thee so? An outside? Fair no doubt, and worthy well thy cherishing, thy honouring and thy love, not thy subjection. Weigh with her thyself, then value. Oft times nothing profits more than self-esteem, grounded on just and right, well managed. Of that skill the more thou knowest, the more she will acknowledge thee her head, and to realities yield all her shows. Made so adorn for thy delight, the more so awful that with honour thou mayest love thy mate, who sees when thou art seen least wise. But if the sense of touch whereby mankind is propagated seem such dear delight beyond all other, think the same vouchsafed to cattle and each beast, which would not be to them made common and divulged, if aught therein enjoyed were worthy to subdue the soul of man, or passion in him move. What higher in her society thou find'st attractive, human, rational, love still. In loving thou dost well, in passion not, wherein true love consists not. Love refines the thoughts, and the heart enlarges, hath his seat in reason, and is judicious, is the scale by which to heavenly love thou mayest ascend, not sunk in carnal pleasure, for which cause among the beasts no mate for thee was found. To whom thus, half abashed, Adam replied, Neither her outside form so fair, nor aught in procreation common to all kinds, though higher of the genial bed by far, and with mysterious reverence I deem, so much delights me as those graceful acts, those thousand decencies, that daily flow from all her words and actions mixed with love and sweet compliance, which declare unfeigned union of mind, or in us both one soul, harmony to behold in wedded pair, more grateful than harmonious sound to the ear. Yet these subject not. I to thee disclose what inward thence I feel, not therefore foiled, who meet with various objects from the sense variously representing, yet still free, approve the best, and follow what I approve. To love thou blamest me not, for love thou sayest leads up to heaven, is both the way and guide. Bear with me then, if lawful, what I ask. Love not the heavenly spirits, and how their love express they? By looks only, or do they mix irradiance, virtual or immediate touch? To whom the angel, with a smile that glowed celestial rosy red, love's proper hue, answered, Let it suffice thee that thou knowest us happy, and without love no happiness. Whatever pure thou in the body enjoyest, and pure thou wert created, we enjoy in eminence. An obstacle find none of membrane, joint, or limb exclusive bars. Easier than air with air, if spirits embrace, total they mix, union of pure with pure desiring, nor restrained conveyance need, as flesh to mix with flesh, or soul with soul. But I can now no more. The parting sun beyond the earth's green cape and verdant isles, Hesperian sets, my signal to depart. Be strong, live happy, and love. But first of all, him whom to love is to obey, and keep his great command. Take heed lest passion sway thy judgment to do aught, which else free will would not admit. Thine and of all thy sons, the weal or woe in thee is placed. Beware. I in thy persevering shall rejoice, and all the blessed stand fast. To stand or fall, free in thine own arbitrament it lies. Perfect within, no outward aid require, and all temptation to transgress repel. So saying, he arose, whom Adam thus followed with benediction, since to part, go heavenly guest, ethereal messenger, sent from whose sovereign goodness I adore. Gentle to me and affable hath been thy condescension, and shall be honored ever with grateful memory. Thou to mankind be good and friendly still, and oft return. So parted they, the angel up to heaven from the thick shade, and Adam to his bower.